I'm here with Chef Romu. My name's Kyla Kirkpatrick, better known as the Champagne Dame, and we're here as part of Truffle Melbourne and the Truffle Confidential Festival. And Romu, you know, a lot of people eat truffle in fine dining restaurants, in French restaurants, but we're going to show people the joys of truffle and how you can entertain with truffle at home. And Romu, what are we going to cook today? What are you going to show us?
So today we are going to cook a duck leg confit in olive oil. We are going to do a celeriac puree, an anchovy and black garlic cream, an egg yolk confit to put on the top of the dish. So we're going to do sort of celeriac nest, celeriac deep fry, sliced in julienne.
This all sounds very complicated. Are you going to show me how to do this? Because I'm not a natural in the kitchen. I'm not a natural in the kitchen. My job is really all about champagne, and I chose a champagne quite rare. It's called de Souza 3A, and it's Chardonnay and Pinot Noir fermented in this big, round, gorgeous wooden egg. And you get this richness and this succulence on the champagne. So I've chosen this for our partnering today. Should we have a glass while we cook?
Exactly.
All right, let's do it.
Confit to try.
Now, just quickly, opening the champagne bottle, couple of techniques that I like. Twist down the cage, keep your thumb on the top of the bottle. You know, the safety in the kitchen when you're cooking, the safety in the kitchen when you're opening champagne. Hand on the bottom of the bottle, keep the cork in the other hand. Hand that holds the cork will never move. 1, 2.
Beautiful.
Voila. Are you comfortable cooking over a glass of champagne, Romu?
Yes, always. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we are going to start with the duck leg confit. It's better to start the recipe a day before. Mm-hmm. So what we have to do is putting a little bit of rock salt, garlic, just bring lots of flavor to the duck.
Now, Romu, truffle. What is your experience with truffle? I mean, you're French. You know, truffle is native to Spain, to Italy, to France. You know, and now we're finding them in Australia. But surely this has a memory for you.
Exactly. So I start cooking with truffle in a restaurant called La Truffière. So it's the truffle house. Sort of the castle in Paris. If you want to eat some truffle, you're going to La Truffière. And so mainly all year we were cooking with truffle.
So you're a truffle expert. This is great. I'm a champagne expert. You're a truffle expert. This is fantastic.
So next we're gonna start with celeriac. We're gonna cook the celeriac in milk and cream because the truffle goes well with dairy, and it's just gonna bring like a beautiful creaminess to this celeriac puree.
I have actually never cooked with celeriac.
Celeriac.
Celeriac. I don't know if that's your French accent or my Australian.
Not many people using celeriac. The celeriac is a root and it's perfect for, it's a winter vegetable, so I think it's perfect to use it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're gonna just dice quickly the celeriac.
Just into cubes, rough cubes.
Just it doesn't, like, smaller it is, it's gonna be easier to, like, quicker to cook
like a potato.
Exactly, it's
like
the same thing. Really easy to do.
So just normal full cream milk?
Yes.
You want them floating?
Yeah, just like that. So you just cover the celeriac with milk, and we're gonna season that with a little bit of salt.
Sel et poivre?
Sel, only salt.
Only salt.
So let's do our egg yolk confit.
What does the word confit mean?
So mainly confit is cooking an ingredient in oil, and normally in fat, but you can, like in olive oil or duck fat.
Yes.
But I don't want to do duck fat. I just want to bring another flavor to. That's why I'm cooking duck leg in olive oil and not duck fat. I just want to bring another something a bit more lighter than duck fat. Mm-hmm.
Champagne goes beautifully with duck, and I think it's a beautiful accompaniment to truffle.
To truffle too.
You know, truffle has this really intense flavour, and if you're storing truffle, put your truffle, a little bit of paper towel in a glass container in the fridge, changing your paper towel every day to keep the truffle nice and fresh.
So Carla, why did you choose this bottle of champagne?
I like the idea of the fact that the house is organic, it's biodynamic. it's a process, you know, and the same with truffle. For these truffle growers, it's taken a long time to cultivate truffles in our country. You're growing a truffle at the base of an oak tree, they're injecting the spores which creates the truffle, but you've got, you know, anywhere between 4 and 6 years before you actually know whether you've been successful in generating a truffle.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start cooking the black garlic and anchovy cream to go on the top of the celeriac puree. So I'm just gonna slice the onion, peel some garlic, add the anchovy, and deglaze with a bit of white wine and cream.
Do you know, Romu, and I don't know whether you know this, but in the 1700s, the peasants used to farm the truffles in France.
Yes.
And they kept it a secret, you know, and in the 1800s, the kings of France and the nobility found out about these prized
they
gems.
thought it was a sort of potatoes, so that's why no one was eating that before.
And then in the 1800s, you know, it was an ingredient that could only be afforded by the kings and nobility and kept women, not me. So just a rough chop onion.
Yeah, you don't have to slice it really thinly, but just like that should be enough. And few anchovies. Anchovy, black garlic don't need to be really cooked, but the onion have to be.
So the onion, getting that to what color do we want? Just a nice translucent color?
Yes.
You haven't stirred the celeriac, so that's just coming to the boil in the milk?
Yeah, and when your celeriac will be soft, so like if you just put the point of a knife in and it's really soft, it's done.
Okay, that's how you know.
Yeah, but we're gonna use another technique. We're just gonna deep fry some julienne of celeriac with like vegetable oil.
Gorgeous. But you make that look so easy.
It is easy. No, it's just same as trying champagne. It's just practice.
It's practice.
Yeah.
We do a lot of research in my industry. We call it research.
Okay, so I'm gonna deep fry a little bit of celeriac. So it's like making French fries, like little French fries.
I love this. So just a few moments to deep fry?
Yeah, we're just gonna wait until there's a nice color and it's just like ready to go.
So when are we going to bring the truffle into this dish, Romu?
At the end. We're going to make the puree and we're going to shave some truffle at the top of the puree. So when the celeriac is cooked, we're going to strain it, put it in a blender. I'm going to do a brown butter to add to the puree to just add a bit of creaminess.
Okay.
So what I want to create with this one is create a sort of nest of the duck.
Amazing.
To put our egg yolk in the middle. Crispiness of the celeriac, the puree will be like really smooth. There's a bit of saltiness over there, and the confit. The confit is just gonna finish the whole thing.
Perfect.
So we're just gonna put that together and plate the dish.
Make it look beautiful.
Yes.
Romu, this looks amazing. It's a work of art. Well done.
Thank you, Kyla.
Now, to follow the truffle journey this winter, you can follow @Truffle Melbourne on Instagram or on Facebook. If you're in Melbourne, head down to the Queen Victoria Market, buy your truffle shaver. Thank you for joining us. Romu, amazing. I've learned a few things.
Thank you.
Backbiting and get away with lies. No matter what it takes, always gonna cry.